Do I know where I'm getting married? No. Do I know when I'm getting married? Also no. Am I actually even engaged? That one's a yes. And while I don't know a lot of the answers for what a wedding would look like for us, I do know that I have been thinking about my makeup since I got engaged in April of 2024. And I'm wanting to try 3 different looks and for you to give me your feedback on them. Today is going to be a mauve look. Then we're going to do a fresh pink look and then something more dramatic maybe, just to try something completely different, like maybe goth. Probably not, but fun fantasy. Most of these looks are colors that I feel confident in. I get compliments on the shades. The product performs well with my skin. So let's get right into it. Now, I will let you know that I didn't sleep well last night, so I'm very tired, and that's making like my cheeks a little more red than normal. So hopefully that won't interfere with today's makeup. But I'm going to start with my skin, which is going to be a pretty important part for like a wedding day, you know, pictures. I do have a lot of pigmentation from pimples. I bring that up quite a bit because they just keep popping up and ruining my life. I tried this out in my last video, the Sephora Reveal the Real Skin Tint. Now, the reason why I am leaning towards a skin tint right now rather than a full coverage foundation, because I went to Sephora and I asked for some samples, like for a wedding day, and the lady suggested the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, and she got me a sample so I could try it at home. And the problem I have with full coverage foundation is that it has to be such a perfect match to your skin tone, in my opinion. I think because I have freckles, it kind of changes the way my skin looks, and then I have a really pale neck. So it never matches, it never looks how I want it to look. And I think that's why I've been so in love with skin tints from the last few years. I recently did a whole video on different tint makeup products that I love. I will put that in the description box if you haven't seen it. I enjoy the feeling of a skin tint. I don't want to be self-conscious of my makeup like when I get married. That doesn't seem right. Still got some discoloration, so I am gonna go in with my Tower 28 concealer and just do something like this. Cover up that redness around the nose, down here. So like I said, we don't know when or where we're getting married and what we want, but we are starting to talk about it a bit more. And there's like a trend for micro weddings now where it's just a really small amount of people, like the people you see probably the majority of the year. And we were looking up inspirations for a micro wedding, and it still seemed like there was a lot involved. I've seen some creators over the past couple of years pretty much just do like an elopement. The creator that I watch a lot of her videos, Alana Davison, she was saying how, you know, they pretty much did an elopement and then had a dinner. And that seems to be gaining popularity. Have any of you gotten married in the last few years, and is there any advice that you would like to pass on? I think we're gonna do the eyebrows next. Now, my eyebrows are quite bushy right now, and I would definitely have them done for my wedding, waxed and trimmed. But I think for eyebrows, I don't want them too fluffy. I don't want them too bold, but I definitely want more evenness in the tail of my eyebrow, and just to not see the skin through the hairs. When you're getting photos done, the eyebrows are the first thing to disappear. So I definitely want to get that right ratio of them being there and looking really gorgeous and full while not looking bold and too dark. I'm just going in with the tried and true, precisely my brow pencil, and we're just gonna really strategically put it in and not feeling pressured to like just color in that whole eyebrow. And then I like this formula because you do have a minute or so to brush out any harsh lines. I've recently gone back to school and my fiance has just finished school, like college. So the thought of spending, you know, even a couple $1,000s on a wedding just seems just not aligned with our goals. You know, you still got to buy the wedding rings and you still got to put some sort of dress on. Like, I want a dress. You just got to do what's right for you and what's right for your wallet. Both James and I really love to travel, and it's definitely been put on the back burner the last couple of years. And so it feels like we're maybe trying to fit too much in, because we would really love to go to Greece or Italy. I'd love to hike the Italian Dolomites, like just a 3-day hike, and then go to a couple cities, maybe for like 2 days, 3 days, and then spend 4 days on a beach somewhere on the Italian coast in the south. I've been reading a lot of Greek fantasy retellings and they have just made me want to go back. Or I've never been to Greece. They've been making me want to go to Greece. Oh my God, so bad. I think the food would just be so good. Seeing all these historical monuments actually in person, I think it would blow my mind. It's like, you know, I'm from Canada, so there's not that many incredibly old building structures, whereas you go to somewhere like Greece and you see the Parthenon, and oh my God, it's hard for your brain to wrap around how many humans have been there even. And now I'm just gonna take the Precisely My Brow Wax and use that to darken my hairs. I always use this with the Brow Setter by Benefit because I feel like it doesn't give you much of a hold. It's definitely more to tint and add some volume to your brows. I have one eyebrow hair that's just sticking right out right now. So I'm gonna go into blush now, and then after I will go in with concealer, do that little sandwich technique. And for mauve, I don't really have a true mauve blush. This whole look is inspired by the Ilia lip crayon, and I got a lot of compliments on it, and I love this lip color. I find it really like brightens my face up. So we're all inspired by this color. And I have 2 products here. Now this one, Merit discontinued, which I think is extremely rude. It's this really beautiful burgundy color. Would you call it that? Like there's not a heavy undertone of red, which a lot of berry blushes have. It's almost like black honey. That's how I would describe it. And then I thought using the Willa blush, which is like a true rose nude. Soft neutral rose blush. I thought that'd be really pretty as a topper and to help seal it in. I was actually at Sephora today and I just like to look there. It's so fun. And I was looking at the Say Dewy blushes. They have one called Chili, which is their like mauve shade, and it's very dewy. Don't know how I feel about that for a wedding, just for, you know, I haven't tried their blush formula, so I don't know what to think of it. Have you tried any Say blushes? Let me know in the comments. It'd be nice to know before I buy. But I do find that this color, because my hair is a bit darker, it just really pops on my face in a good way. But that is another topic for discussion. Like, when you get married, do you want to notice your makeup, or is it more to enhance your natural beauty? There are a lot of decisions, even just in the beauty department alone, never mind wedding event planning. And you can tell this is an old one because it's their old packaging, but I can't get rid of it. It's so, they don't make it anymore. All these brands are just coming out with the same stuff, and that's what was so great about Fenty Beauty. Going in with Willa now. Oh no, I'm gonna put on concealer later, so we'll do this after. Fenty used to have like a green wasabi lipstick and a midnight blue lipstick, and they've really pulled back from that, and I kind of miss that from them. I just want to see some differences between these brands. Now, while I was at Sephora, I picked up a new little gift for myself. This is another Tower 28 concealer. This is just in a shade lighter because I do want some brightening under my eyes. And this is just a really beautiful neutral color. So let's try it on. This concealer goes very far, so you don't need too much, but I don't think I've ever been happier with a concealer formula. Even my MAC concealer, I've been finding it's getting a little dry around my eyes. I don't know if that's just from the formula's aging, so certain skincare ingredients aren't working as well. But it's a little disappointing because it was a pretty good color match. This is a perfect color match. Oh my God. Maurice, are you impressed? My little kitty's just lying on the couch with me and it's really nice. And shocker, we're going to be doing some eye makeup today just to enhance the eyes. Really simple. Oh my God, that concealer is perfection. Do a little hydration of the skin with some Fix Plus. No dry crusty bits. Yes, so now for the scary part where you are going to tackle the eyes. I'm going to use my Huda Beauty palette. This is in Pretty Grunge. I don't think they offer this anymore, but I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm not going to dabble in these. They're a little bit too bold for me. So I'm really kind of looking at Love Anarchy, Freedom, Rise Up, and Liberty. And I think Rise Up would be really good for going all over my eyelid and really lightly blending out into the crease. And then Love Anarchy might be really good just on this mobile lid there. And then maybe a little bit of Stand Up. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm just gonna use this small blending brush. You might also be asking yourself, you know, if I'm not very confident with doing my eye makeup, why wouldn't I just get all my makeup done? And, you know, I got my makeup done for grad and it wasn't the best. Like James and I were talking and I said, you know, there's certain times in your life where you get these big pictures done and part of them is like grad and then it seems to be your wedding. I think I've done my makeup for so long now that I know how I want it to look. I know what I want the end picture to be. And if that means I have to just practice a little, so be it. And then I'm just gonna take a really fluffy brush. This is again from MAC. The numbers have worn off. And I'm just going to make sure that nothing is too intense. Keeping the price of things down and stress down. I wouldn't want to like go get my makeup done for $100 and not like it. I also have all the products. Like I've been investing over the years. Well, I've got to start wearing this every day because this looks really nice. And then, because we want a little bit of shimmer, we're going to use that kind of rose goldy color. Just kind of put it along the lash line there. I want this to look modern, you know? I don't want it to look like how I did my makeup 10 years ago. I think that looks really romantic. Yay, it's working out. And now I'm gonna go in with some powder. I'm just going to take a brush and kind of sweep it. Over these more shiny areas. Because while I want to look lit, I don't want to look greasy. And then I am going to take a puff and press that more under my eye to get just a stupid amount of airbrush look. Now I'll also need a setting spray. So if you have any good setting spray recommendations, please put them in the comments. I've been looking myself and I found Charlotte Tilbury seems to be a high on everyone's list for setting sprays that actually work. Get rid of the powderiness. I also like MAC Fix Plus is better for hydrating for melting the makeup together. They also came out with a setting spray, so maybe I will dabble in that. I will just quickly put on some mascara and then we'll jump to the next part. I would be getting a waterproof version of the Lash Paradise, but I think that's a really beautiful mascara. And I would probably curl my eyelashes and then put some individual eyelashes on the edge here just to give that really wispy, doe-eyed look. And now that we have powdered, we have spritzed, we have powdered a little more, I can go in with my powder blush. Really don't want to be heavy-handed with this because it's not really that mauve-y. Now I think this look would be really good for early spring wedding because this is my like winter skin. I don't know how this would look in the summer. I'd probably want to lean more towards some warm tones. But I'm feeling really pretty right now. Like, why do I not do my makeup like this every day? I am missing out. I do think it's important to have a little bit of highlight going on in this look because it's skin-like, but there's no emphasis on my little upper cheekbones here. So I am going to use the Fenty Beauty Pretty Pearls, but it does have a bit of a like silver base. So I just want to be very careful. Do you see that? I was also looking again at Say, and they have that like Stardew like illuminator or whatever. So a lot of people use it under their foundation, but I'm pretty sure you can use it as a highlighter too. But it is like glittery. I had like glitter particles on my hand. So have you used this product before, and how do you find that glitter sits on your face? It felt really nice on my hand, very hydrating. But I've heard the rose gold is just a really beautiful color. A creator that I've been really enjoying recently has been talking about it. But that's also really beautiful too. So do I need to go buy a new product? Probably not. Now for the lipstick, we have Ilia Lip Crayon in Rhyme. Really beautiful, cool tone mauve. I love this lip pencil. What's great about it is it's long lasting. It can be used as a lip liner or as a lipstick, how I am going to, and I find it very comfortable. I'm gonna start on the inside of my lip and then blend out. I've been noticing that's very popular with like K-pop beauty artists. So let's see if I can make that work. Now that's it, very soft. How do we feel about it? Can't help myself, but I feel like it just needs a little stone to, this is by MAC, to accentuate my lip at the bottom and a bit on top. Just really light pressure. Because I am very bad for doing my lips evenly. I like that. It needed just a little structure. And then because I love a juicy lip, I think I would add on the Fenty Beauty Champ Stamp Fantasy. It's just this like rose gold clear base. So it's just gonna add juiciness rather than color. But I also have my Black Honey lip gloss from Clinique. I do think that's gonna darken up the lip too much. And I'm not looking to add more pigment. I am like looking in the mirror right now and it's looking a little makeup-y, like in a good way. And again, like you're taking photos, so that it has to be a little bit more makeup, but it's just a little out of my comfort zone. So let's just add a little gloss to see the look. This is it without. What do you think? See, I just find that I really like how that just hydrates the lips, makes them glowy, makes them juicy. So this is like another look that I can do with the more glowy lip. But what do you think? This is the makeup look. And I'd love for you to comment, on anything that I touched on this video. I'd love to hear if you're married or if you've never been married and not even thinking about that, put that too. Even if you're like going to someone else's wedding, this can be a great inspiration for that. I think having those eyelashes would just really emphasize my eyes nicely, maybe even adding a little bit of a liner there. The blush is very much like one with my skin, and I'm really enjoying that. And the lips, I think they just look really cute. And like I said, the next video that will probably come out next month is going to be more of a cool, fresh pink, which would also be really nice for the spring or like a fall, you know, elopement, wedding, whatever we're gonna be calling it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you made it all the way to the end, oh my god, thank you. Hit the thumbs up, please subscribe. I'm uploading a video every week at this point. I've been thinking about this video for a while, so it's fun to finally be able to do it. I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and I will see you later. Say bye, Mo. Oh, bye.